Stephen, there's a good opportunity to throw to you. The FT is very much a pro paywall, or maybe, well, that's a dodgy word. Maybe we don't like the paywall word, but
frequency-based model.
Frequency-based model. You have a chargeable access model for the site, but the videos are outside of that wall.
They are at the moment, yeah. I mean, largely that's a technological concern. So we're looking at how that does work and how it plays into our larger model. So it's certainly not a given that video should be free. Some of the most valuable content that we produce is video content. And we see that both in terms of the amount of engagement we get with it, but also in terms of the premium that advertisers put on that content as well. So the challenge for us really is to balance as you say, the strong growth that we've seen in advertising revenue on video and the growth there is for more of that money to flow through, with obviously protecting the core business model that we have, which is this frequency-based subscription model. So I think we're going to see a transition over to at least some of the video becoming behind that paywall, but it's going to be a gradual thing over the coming months.
I mean, as a newspaper, you're not alone in having invested in online video over the last couple of years. The Guardian has done the same. Could you just give us an idea of what that investment process has looked like, what some of the considerations have been, and what that's brought you?
I think one of the issues has been trying to work out exactly where the FT can add value in terms of video content, because a lot of our content is similar to The Economist, is analysis. It's very sort of thought-led pieces, and the question there is really, how do you add value to that through a visual imagery. So we've invested quite heavily in the core journalistic functions and making sure we've got the right people who have the right skills to produce the video, and then I think the technology investment has kind of followed on from that. So it's been people first, and now we're beginning to see that we're putting in a new video player. We've put in quite a sophisticated editing and production suite, and we will be investing over the course of this year quite heavily in more of that type of area.
And have you gone down the route of educating all reporters in doing video, or is it still the case that there's a video guy in the corner of the room?
We're still quite centralised. We're starting now more to move out to the newsroom. So the main thing has been building up the core team, making sure that we've got a team who really do have all the skills and are able to publish video to significant volume. So now we're publishing, I think, sort of between 200 and 300 videos per month. It's quite a significant operation, and now the next challenge is going to be moving that out to some of our journalists, not just in the UK but outside of the UK.
Do you have any stats on audience for your videos?
So we're fairly consistently now over the million views per month level, and we're sort of moving up fairly significantly from that over the next few months, hopefully.
I mean, I'm interested in whether the economic downturn has had a negative impact on your ability to invest in video. I mentioned that a couple of years ago it might have been one of the top list items for online investment areas, online video. But for a news publisher whose core business maybe is text, video is non-core to that, would it be easy to say it would be one of the first things to cut back on? Has that happened with you?
No, not at all. I'm quite the opposite. I think the fact that we've seen such strong, firstly such strong advertising interest, and also we've seen the usage behind it, means that the investment has increased rather than decreased.